Good morning, 8th grade authors. We're beginning together again today on page 29, please. Page 29 in your toolkits. And we are going to start again today at the very bottom at our grammar tip. Please be sure that your blockers are in the appropriate location. Scholars, we've learned the last 2 days that we use the modal verb or helping verb should to suggest or recommend something. When you use should, you need to add a verb in the base form. Our example sentence, parents should teach their children to look both ways before crossing the street. Again, this modal verb should is recommending or suggesting that parents do this, and it is followed by the verb teach in its base form. Let's move our blockers up to take a look at our construct a response today. Would you please echo after me our directions? Thank you for having your cameras on, and thank you for keeping those mics muted. Echo. Read the prompt. And brainstorm ideas for a thoughtful response. Construct a response that includes relevant examples. Thank you, scholars. Here's our prompt today that we are writing about. Think about a career that you might like to have in the future. Describe 2 good ways to investigate the possibility of having that career and the steps you should take to reach it. There's a lot going on in our prompt today. Let's take a look at some key phrases. First, we're thinking about a career. What career would you like to have? We're looking at 2 ways to investigate the possibility of having it. And we're looking at the steps you would take to get to that career choice. Would you please think to yourself for a few moments here, what career might you like to have in the future? Now, how would you go about investigating, knowing if that's what you'd want to do? And what are the steps that you're going to take to get there? I'd like you to start by brainstorming your thoughts on the lines below, please. What is that career? How are you going to investigate? And what are the steps you are going to take to get there? Magically, there's a piece of paper here. Now, scholars, I needed to get a separate piece of paper. I was not going to have enough space in those lines. It is always okay to grab scratch paper or other paper to help you. Here's a sentence frame to help you get started. This is a very loaded writing prompt. I chose to create my response this way. A career I would like to have in the future is, I could fully, this career by, and, The steps I should take to get there are, and, Here's how I would fill in these blanks. A career I would like to have in the future is, I'm going to include a noun here, is veterinarian. Or I could say the future is to be a veterinarian. I could fully investigate this career by blank and blank. Scholars, our toolkit word would go here. I've made sure to include my word partner with the toolkit word. And the preposition by is usually followed by verbs that end in ing. So this is how I would investigate. I would fully investigate this career by spending time in a vet's office and doing some online research. The steps I should take to get there are get good grades, get into a good college, and practice my skills over and over again. All right, scholars, now would you please brainstorm your thoughts? Be prepared to share.